I'm sorry in advance if my hand is a bit shaky today, but my hands are shaky today and there's nothing much I can do about that. But today what I'm going to be doing is I want to make a soap dish because I have this lovely dish I bought about 5 or 6 years ago from a charity shop, and I've used this thing for so many different things. I've used it for my bedside table just to hold the jewellery when I take it off at night. I've used it for holding paints. I've used it as a palette. The thing that I like to use it the most for is just having it right next to the cooker so that when I'm stirring a pot and I need to just put the spoon down, I can just put it down in the dish. But at the moment it's being used as a soap dish and I hate it. I hate it so much because the soap has nowhere to drain. And so the bottom of the cube always ends up all goopy and disgusting and it looks horrible. So I want to make a replacement today. I have a box upstairs of all these little different art crafts. One of the things I've been doing is I have a box or a basket of things that I don't like, but I want to use them up. With all of my art stuff, I try and use them up. If I'm not going to use them anymore, then I'll sell them or I'll give them away. But there's some things which are just not sellable, and it's the kind of thing that no one thinks to look for secondhand online. And I don't want to waste them. So they're in a basket and I'm slowly getting through them and using up all this stuff, which otherwise is just going to get wasted. One of the things is a bunch of lolly sticks that I've had for an unforgivably long amount of time. I just need to use them already. So today I'm going to be making a soap dish that looks like a palette. Now I can't claim this as my idea. I have seen this on Instagram. Sorry, not Instagram. I saw this on Pinterest, so this is not my own idea. But I saw it and I want to make it, so that's what I'm going to do today. I've got all the lolly sticks. I have a spare glue gun, what's the word I'm looking for? Glue stick. These are another one of the things that I'm trying to get through. I have a huge amount of glue sticks. And I just want to use them up. I mean, I'm already trying to cut down on plastic on everything else, but I figure with the glue guns, I'm going to use them up and then I'm just going to stop. Today, I'm using my very, very, very small little glue gun, which is only just starting to heat up. I have those lovely big glue guns, which I've used a lot. I think most of you have seen me use those, but I really want to use up these smaller glue sticks. First things first, I know that technically I should cut off the ends to make them look more like a proper paint palette, but you know what? I don't care. I like the rounded ends and I only have 6 hours today to get as many crafts done as possible and various DIYs and house refurbishments. My husband has taken my son to his grandparents today, so I have 6 hours and I intend to use every second of it. And I'm not using it to cut off the round end of a lolly stick. I have better things to do with my life. I just need to check that this is going to be the right length. No, it's not. I need another glue stick. Oh, and that's officially done because it's making a mess everywhere. So I'm going to be very bad and I'm just going to be a tiny bit lazy. I'm just going to put a load of glue right here. And if you're wondering what that weird monster sound is in the background, it's my fridge. It's decided to become sentient and it likes to freak me out in the middle of the night and make weird sounds. All right, and now for the next one. Let's see if I can do this in a cleaner way. Okay, there shouldn't be too much mess there. I'm just going to wait for that to stick. And then I'm going to put some more. I think I'm not sure whether I want to crisscross this. This is already nice and stuck down. I guess if it's going to look like a proper palette, I need to do it that way, but yeah. So let's see. Ooh, that's messy. Okay, this part can go on the bottom. Nobody needs to see that. Okay, and now I've got to do this quickly before the glue dries. So 1, 2, 3, okay, good. 4, it's starting to dry. No, don't do this to me, baby, please. Okay, 5 and 6. Okay, I'm just gonna keep my hand on this thing until it's completely dry. Moment of truth. Okay, you know what? That worked. I mean, it's quick and it's a little bodgy, but it works. I'm almost tempted to put a little bit of cord. You know, I think I will, just because I know that my son is gonna get his hands on this, and if he knocks this even just a little bit, I think the whole thing's just going to fall apart. So I'm going to get some string and I'm going to try and do a little bit of weaving down the sides. And this is why I should check things before I make videos, because I just realized that a real palette has a little bar down the middle. So oops, that was a mistake. Yeah, I'm quite happy with how this looks. Now I just need to see what it looks like with the soap on top. So yeah, like I said, this thing looks disgusting. There is nowhere for the water to drain, so it just looks revolting. This is a big block of savon de Marseille that we normally use for washing our hands. But you know what? Now that can just go here where it can drain properly, and I'm gonna go and clean this dish. Now that this is all cleaned, I want you to see how it looks. And yeah, I love this dish. Every time I pick it up, it just makes me happy. Part of that's because I really like the pattern on it and just the general shape, but also because I got it for 20 pence in a charity shop and I felt like I got an absolute steal. So that bargain hunt still makes me very happy. But no, I have no idea. You know what would be great? If I find out that this is some kind of rare, priceless heirloom, and in that case, I would sell it. Because as much as I love this dish, if it's worth 1 or 2 million, then I will happily part ways with it. But for the moment, this is going to go next to the stove when I'm cooking, and I can just put the ladle that I'm using or anything like that on there. And then soap can go on this, and it's actually going to drain properly. And if it ends up looking really grotty within a year or two, it's not the end of the world. I might even make another one just with twigs or any of the wicker that's left over from my sister's basket making. But no, I am much, much happier with this. With all the soap dishes, I've tried to have them be different for different kinds of soap. For example, this is the dish soap that I have in the bathroom for the body soap, and this is just Savon de Marseille, and I have an alabone shell, I think is how they call them, and I really like this because it's already got the holes on the side for it to drain, and I love it. Every time I pick it up, it makes me happy. The colours are just beautiful, and I try and keep the body soap separate from the solid shampoo. If you don't know what a solid shampoo is, it's a bar like this, and it's a shampoo. It just doesn't come in a plastic case. It's a lot smaller and it tends to last a lot longer as well, which is one of the many reasons I like it. But the problem is that if you're not used to that, it can be very easy for people to think that this is a body shampoo, and I don't want them to make that mistake. So the way I get around this is by having very different dishes. But then for the solid shampoo, I'd been looking for a seashell. I liked that I had the alabone shell for the body soap, so I wanted to find something which was also kind of ocean themed, I guess. I looked around online and I couldn't find anything that was underneath 12, 15 pounds. And every single time I thought, well, you know what, Claire, there's things that we actually need around the house. The dish is not important. There are more important things that you need to get for the moment. So I put it off, and then I happened to go into a charity shop and I found this for 50p, 20p, I don't know. It was so cheap and I was so happy. There was actually a set. I was this close to buying more, but I thought, no, I don't need more, I just need one. So I only bought one. But my problem is that these, as much as I love solid shampoos, they kind of need somewhere to drain properly, because if you've used this to wash your hair and you just run it through your hair and then pop it down, underneath gets really wet and disgusting and gunky. They need somewhere to drain. It's really important if you have shampoo bars and you don't want them to just kind of turn into a pulp. You need a way for them to drain. So what I'm going to be doing is I've just picked these out from the garden, and as you can see, they're soaking. It's raining outside, it's not nice. What I wanted to do was just add some stones into the dish. I picked stones which aren't possible for my son to swallow. I mean, even I couldn't swallow this, so there is no way that my son's going to be able to swallow it. And this should be a really nice solution to my problem. So now, once I've used the shampoo bar, and I'll show you what this looks like when it doesn't have the wrapper on it. This is what it looks like when it doesn't have the wrapper on it, but once you've used it and it's all wet and it needs to dry off, you just pop it on top. It dries nicely, and then by the time you need to use it again, it's nice and dry and it doesn't have a disgusting gloopy underside. This is the kind of stuff that makes me quite happy. It's all little details that build up my home, and my home is still in the process of being built. There are a lot of things that we still need to do, but overall it's pretty good. We have hot water again, And let me tell you, going for a year without any hot water, no hot showers, nothing, I wouldn't recommend it. Anyway, I hope that isn't too boring. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will have a new, less rambly video for you soon. And as usual, if you like my videos and want to see more content, feel free to follow me on the mailing list. Do not subscribe to me on YouTube. That way you get everything sent directly to your email, and I'll have a new video for you soon.